Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe if you're curious about how the mind works and how it breaks when it's left completely alone. This isn't just about loneliness. It is about what really happens to your brain when you're cut off from human contact for too long, as studied by experts like Dr. Terry Kupers, who has seen its effects firsthand inside solitary confinement. Let's start with something simple. Humans are social creatures. We're wired biologically and psychologically to connect. From birth, our brains develop through touch, voice, eye contact. Even in adulthood, we regulate our emotions through interaction. Laughing with a friend, crying on someone's shoulder, even small talk with a stranger at the store. These aren't just nice things. They're essential to brain health. Without them, something begins to unravel. Dr. Terry Kupers is a psychiatrist who has spent decades studying prisoners in solitary confinement. And what he's discovered is terrifying. When a person is isolated for long periods, their brain starts to deteriorate. Here's what happens. Their sense of time warps. Their memory becomes foggy. They lose the ability to focus or think clearly. Some begin hallucinating. In just a matter of weeks, many experience extreme anxiety, depression, paranoia, even psychosis. And these aren't people with pre-existing conditions. Isolation creates this damage on its own. So, what's going on in the brain when you're alone, truly alone? Your brain doesn't get the stimulation it needs. No conversations, no facial expressions, no feedback from others. This causes a drop in dopamine and serotonin, the chemicals that regulate mood, focus, and motivation. Your amygdala, the brain's fear center, becomes hyperactive. You become more sensitive to threats. Your brain goes into survival mode, but with no real threat to fight, it starts turning on itself. That's why solitary confinement is considered by many, including Kupers, to be a form of psychological torture. Now you might be thinking, I'm not in prison. I just work from home. I like my space, and that's totally valid. We all need time alone. But there's a big difference between choosing solitude and being cut off. After the pandemic, millions of people experienced this without realizing it. No coworkers, no handshakes, no real eye contact, and many reported feeling numb, unfocused, anxious, or detached. That wasn't just boredom. That was your brain missing something it was built to need. The good news: the brain is resilient. Even after isolation, it can recover. Here's how: reconnect. Even a short phone call can help. Get outside, seeing faces, hearing voices. It matters. Share, speak, listen, be heard. You don't have to be a social butterfly. You just need human presence. Because healing doesn't always come from medication or meditation. Sometimes it just comes from another person saying, I see you. You matter. You're not alone. So next time you feel down, stuck, or foggy, don't isolate yourself. Reach out, even if it feels small or awkward. Because connection isn't just emotional, it's neurological. And remember, you were never meant to go through life alone. If this resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need that reminder today. Because that connection might save a life. And before you go, have you ever reached out or had someone reach out to you? Right when you needed it most? Share your story in the comments. You never know who it might help feel less alone.